Welcome. I'm so happy that you have decided to invest in your relationship by purchasing this course. I thought I would take a quick minute and just give you a little brief introduction of myself. I've written some stuff. You can check out my website, bethwylieTherapy.com, to learn any more, but I thought I would just give you a little rundown of who I am. So again, my name is Beth Wylie. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. I'm actually licensed in 2 different states. So I'm licensed in the state of Washington, and I'm also licensed in the state of Hawaii. Currently, I reside on the island of Maui, which is amazing. We came here in June of 2021. COVID changed a lot of our lives, and for us, it took my practice and put it onto the computer, which made it feasible for us to kind of uproot and change course. So that's been really fun and exciting in our life. It's the latest and greatest, I think, with me. And it has also inspired and encouraged me to really get this course going so that I could bring the information and the knowledge that I share with my couples every single day to a much wider audience. And the reason that I call this course Love Over Logistics is because that is what I see every single day. Is that couples are coming to me and they are saying we talk more about our logistics than we do about our marriage. We do our logistics. I mean, we're working on the logistics, but we're not working on the marriage. And the other thing they say is we just feel like roommates. You know, we're raising kids together. We're co-parenting. I'll even get a lot of we're really great teammates. But there's no spark anymore. There is no romance, no passion. There's fights maybe once a month that we're not having sex, but then that's kind of it. There's just a ton of disconnection, a ton of distraction, a ton of responsibilities that are put on our plate. And then so we just start handling those. Just come in, handle it, come in. And we often aren't taking the time to be more intentional with what we want from our life and what we want from our relationship, right? So if you start feeling like all these logistics are coming in, what's going on here? Is this how we set things out to be? If we were living intentionally, would this be the choice? Would we be choosing to put our kids into all of these sports when that means that we have very little time together? Right? Is that fit into, and it might, and that's okay. None of this is judgment. You get to live your life the way you want to. I firmly believe in that. As long as we're not hurting each other, right? You get to have the marriage that you want to have. Again, as long as we're not hurting each other and everyone feels good, because what might work for you is not going to work for me. That's not how I would want to do things, to be at sporting events all the time. I found myself doing that and was like, this is not what I want. But I have no judgment on those who do. Differences, right? I would love to know, are they also putting that effort into the marriage? But again, none of my business. I don't care. Do you? I just want it to work for you and to make sure that you are still putting the loving part of your relationship over the logistics. And if you are not, that you recognize and understand the potential consequences that come with that. And the harder work that you're going to need to do to get connected again once those kids get to an age where they don't care about you, right? Kids aren't going to care about you. Your employer doesn't care about you. You know who does? It's your partner. You know who wants to hang out with you? Is your partner, right? Love over logistics. I created this course because I was tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing my partner feels like my roommate. And it's not that I'm tired of hearing it because that's going to happen. What I am actually very tired of is that people try to tell me that they're trying to do something different and they're not, that they are not putting in more energy. They are not giving it more effort and they aren't being intentional. That's when I start to get frustrated because you tell me you want all of these things and I need you to do the work. And guess what, guys? I created all the work for you. I created it for you. So you just go through these modules, right? We have 7 modules. And how do they line up? Well, they line up with the Sound Relationship House from the Gottman method of couples therapy. So every module, we're going to go deep into each level of the house. 7 different lessons for every module, which means we're going to take a day of the week to dig into each level of the house. And you are going to have a written lecture, a video that I have shot for you, and a homework assignment. And all the homework assignments go together to create a beautiful, more intentional, purposeful relationship plan. It is a document that you can keep coming back to over and over and over again. It's a working document, which means if it's not working, we got to change it. We got to make it work. Year after year, the relationship might shift and change and need some adjustments, right? Decade after decade, it definitely does. But when we're year after year, that when we get to that decade, we're not going to be like, what? That is so far off from what we've talked about. Year by year, it looks much smaller when we get to that decade part. So my hope is you purchase this course because you recognize we are not spending enough quality time together. We might be together all of the time, and we definitely have been for the last 2 years. But very little of that time has been quality, has been created intentionally. And that is why you are here. Because you want more. You want a relationship that feels like it has purpose, that it feels like it has meaning. I mean, we want our life to feel that way, right? So the biggest relationship in our life, if we are in one and maybe we have kids, needs a lot of energy and a lot of an effort and a lot of love, right? If we are hoping we're going to get to that table with all that family at the end, right? And we're like 60, 70 years old, and look at us at this beautiful table with our children and all their family and their kids. That will not happen. I won't say that will not happen. It is not promised to you. I should say that. That's a better way to say that. It is not promised to you. It's definitely not promised to you if you're not working along the entire lifetime of that relationship, creating the fabric of your life, creating that life. So when you get to that table, it's like full, right? Like it is memories. It has time. It has energy. It has effort. If instead we saved and we put money away, we didn't put money into our relationship, we didn't spend time together because we had to work so much and we had to take the kids to all these things, what happens at that table? It feels different, or we don't make it. It becomes 2 tables. So my life's desire, I believe, is to help couples find joy in being married, or find joy in being in a relationship. And if you do not, don't be in it. Like, good Lord. This thing called marriage should be fun. It used to be fun when we were dating, right? Didn't we have fun? I think we had a lot of fun. This should be fun. Spending time together should be fun. Connecting with each other, asking each other questions, even having conflict should feel connecting. If it is not, that is why you're here. I'm going to help you. My hope is that just spending this time together, however you break it down, every single day, once a week, however you break it down, please calendar your time. Calendar this in, and then make the time for it. And again, however that looks to you, just doing that will increase the relationship satisfaction to some degree, just even if it's a little bit. And even if it's just for a minute, right? If that felt, then keep going, keep doing it. That spending of time that is intentional, the intentionality of it is to help and work on our relationship so that we just feel happier, so that we don't feel like we're walking on eggshells, so that we feel supported and loved how we show up. That's what I want for you. And I believe this course is a great start. I don't want you this to be the only thing you ever do for your relationship. But if it is, I think it's a good start. I think it's a great place. You can learn a lot from it. And again, you can keep coming back to it. So welcome. Thank you for being here. I leave all the comments open on every one of the lessons. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear suggestions. All my contact information is on this Teachable site, so you are welcome to reach out to me. If you potentially ever want to come out to Maui, I do offer intensive couples counseling. So I work with one couple over a period of 3 to 4 days, very intensively, on this amazing, gorgeous, beautiful island. So that's an option. I also offer virtual couples therapy, again, in the 2 states of Washington and Hawaii. If you decided you wanted to do relationship coaching, we can look at that in different states as well. But again, I'm here. Reach out to me if you have questions, comments, or you just want to say this was rad and this really helped. I'd love to hear that as well. All right, guys. Mahalo.